What's up, fam? It's your boy DKG72. So, let me tell you about what happened the other day. I was having a little trouble sleeping, and I decided to hop on Instagram for a minute. And it just so happens that Yvette Nicole Brown was on Instagram, and she was venting about a situation that's kind of near and dear to my heart. Well, I got jumped into the comments of what she was talking about, and guess what? She answered back. She answered back to my comment. We had a conversation. Me and Yvette Nicole Brown had a conversation. She loves me. She knows who I am. My life is wonderful. Okay, she probably doesn't know who the hell I am, and she probably doesn't care. But it was an interesting conversation. So that's what my video is going to be about today, and I'm going to take you guys on this journey because this is a teachable moment, and I'm here to teach. Let's go. Alright guys, so you got the basic lead into the story. I couldn't sleep one night. I was on Instagram. Yvette Nicole Brown was talking about this artist who had done a mashup of community characters in the style of the Family Guy cartoon. It was some fan art, and the guy or the person had pretty much all the characters, and what she was pointing out was an issue that is very common in the world of cartoons, comics, art, etc. And that is, apparently black people are only one shade of brown. Yeah. No, we're not. So, she was pointing out that the artist took the time to make sure that the white characters all were the proper tones, or as close as you could get, because you're doing the Toon Shaded style of art. And she noticed that her and Donald Glover's character were the same brown. Now, if you've seen Yvette Nicole Brown in real life, you know, nah, son, that's not the move. That's not the move at all. And so I hopped in the comments, and as speaking as an artist, I was just like, look, we have to be more observant. We have to be more empathetic to the fact that black people come in all different kinds of shades and tones of brown, from the lightest to basically passing for a white person to the darkest, you know. And those are things that has to be represented in art today, because people want representation, and we want representation for everybody. I don't want to make anybody feel like they're not a part of the grand scheme of things. You know, you don't want to make anybody feel lesser than. And it's really hard sometimes when I'm seeing these things, or when my other black artist friends are seeing these things, and we're all noticing the exact same problem. So as artists, we've been addressing it, but we need other artists to address it as well. So I got my past self to do a quick tutorial on what to do to address this problem. And it actually goes into what I said in my response to Ms. Brown, which basically I was talking about how it's sad that artists use the same brown for black people, and we come in so many different shades and tones that it's all about studying people and, you know, making informed observations. Because of not making informed observations, or just falling into stereotypes, that's the reason why you get black people that all of the same brown. So put everybody in a crowd, you couldn't tell nobody apart, and that feeds into other stereotypes. So when we're doing characters and creating characters, we want to use a plethora. I always wanted to use that word in the video. Plethora of browns to basically indicate all kinds of people, and people across the spectrum. We've got people with vitiligo, we've got people with freckles, black people with freckles. I mean, we have so many different ways of just expressing the black experience, and it's so sad when we all just use the exact same brown. So I'm gonna let Past Dave break this down for you guys, and then we'll be back and I'll wrap this up. Much better. All right. So let me guys show you what I was talking about in the IG thread with Yvette. So basically what we've got now is I did her caricature, and we're going to do the toon shading technique on here. So what I was saying is depending on what program you're in, whether it's Photoshop or Illustrator or even Clip Paint Studio, most of these programs have a color picker. So in Illustrator, what you do is choose your pencil tool, and of course you outline the area that you want to add color to, like so. So let me do that real quick. All right, now that I've outlined the area that that I want to add the color, my next step is to figure out how best to match the color, her skin tone. So in this case, I normally go to my little eyedropper tool, and I'll choose around the darkest area of her face. That's about right, yeah. But now that I use my color picker to kind of get close to the color, what I then do is I'll pull up the actual color picker, and now I'll try to match the tone a little bit better. I think go a little bit more towards the red side, and that's a little bit better. So this would be my base tone for Yvette. Now the thing is, and we're going to do this for example purposes, is that if I wanted to do her shadow tone, and again, this is a toon shading technique, so normally you just have your base tone and the shadow. I can now choose something that's going to work, because once again, I create a shape using my pencil tool, and what I like to do is I will choose to fill that in with the same tone at first, because what I'm going to do now is pull up my color picker, and since it's a shadow, I can either bring it down towards the black or into the gray, or in this case I'm gonna pull it over a little bit into that darker red tone, so I get this nice reddish tone right here. Now if it looks a little too dark or anything like that, hey, just fidget with the opacity a little bit, and you should be able to get everything right. So this one, it looks pretty good at 100%, not too bad. And then of course, you just make adjustments accordingly. And make sure everything acts right for you. So this is how I would handle toon shading and creating a character for Yvette Nicole Brown. Again, if you know this, and you can just see by the comparison, it's not just a basic brown. Don't do that. We want to match it. We want to come close to, you're not going to get a 1-to-1, but we want to come close to her actual skin tone. And then figuring out your shadow area is a little bit, not even a little bit, it's a whole lot easier. So this is how I would have handled the situation, so that as an artist, again, you don't offend or make anybody mad. So that's the process. All right, Past Dave, thank you very much. And that was a very good tutorial. So remember guys, when you are in Photoshop, Illustrator, Clip Paint Studio, Procreate, whatever you're in, use your color picker to just fidget around with the colors. You know, you can choose a basic brown, but then, you know, drag it over to the red a little bit. Maybe drag it towards the yellow. Move it around a little bit. Try to be a little bit more imaginative than just brown. Yeah, don't do that. So, just want to give big shout outs to Miss Yvette Nicole Brown. I did that caricature, that cartoon study for you. Hopefully you'll see it on the internet or somehow, some way, you know. Thank you for bringing that subject up, because I know you're heavy into the animation industry, into Black nerd culture as a whole. So, you know, it's something that is obviously important to you. Definitely important to me. So, thank you once again. Appreciate you. And guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, give it the big thumbs up. And also, make sure you hit that bell icon. Let you know whenever I post a video. That thumbs up, that lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like me and you want to see more content from me. And share this video. Always free to share. Share it all over the place. Guys, if you want to get a hold of me, you can go ahead and reach me at Twitter and Instagram. That's at DKG72. If you guys like this video, go ahead and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I also have a Facebook fan page and a TikTok. That's David Gordon 782. And if you guys really like what you're seeing and you want to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do it. I have a Patreon, which I would definitely love for you guys to subscribe to. It's Patreon/DKG72Comics. And in there I have different tiers, and I'll be adding a new tier that is set to start in July. So yeah, definitely gonna have that. And another way that you can support is I have links to all of my graphic novels, coloring books, notebooks, sketchbooks, journals, and you can purchase those things on Amazon, or you go to my website, purchase merch, cups. We got canvas paintings and canvas art now, so we got all kinds of things, and t-shirts obviously, and got t-shirts. So head over to the website, head over to Amazon, purchase some of the products that you have. Some of the links are affiliate links, so again, just another way to help the channel. I think I covered everything. Once again, big shout out to Miss Yvette Nicole Brown. Love you. Hope you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.